and soar over the ocean. Caramba watched them swoop and glide and skim the waves. That looks like fun, said Portia. Don't you even want to try? No, said Caramba.
Wow, fun.
There you go. Oh, well, he's going to try. Now he's trying. But secretly, Caramba did try. He jumped off a small rock and fell flat on his face. Has anyone here ever stood in something and tried to jump and fly and fall on their face? Nobody? Yes. Where's a hand? Well, What are you doing, Caramba? Said Portia. I'm looking for caterpillars, mumbled Caramba, his mouth full of grass. For my caterpillar collection. I don't think that was quite true.
I don't think that's true.
That was just a little lie. Then Caramba leapt off a chair and landed in his grandpa's lap. "Hi, Caramba," cried his grandfather. "What are you doing?" "I'm admiring your slippers," muttered Caramba. "They're very nice." Another, just a little lie. Can you see that? There's Grandpa with Caramba in his lap. Caramba decided to try on a windy day. He ran as fast as he could and he flapped his arms. "What are you doing up there, Caramba?" asked Portia. "Just hanging around," said Caramba, "waiting for my socks to dry." Finally, Caramba gave up. "That's it," he told Portia. "I'll never fly." Don't cry, dear. See, we've had lots of practice. "What? You can't fly?" said Bijou. Caramba looked up. His heart sank. His cousins Bijou and Bug were hovering just above his head, purring loudly. "That's ridiculous," said Bug. "Every cat knows how to fly." "Caramba can do other things," said Portia. "He collects caterpillars. He tells stories. He cooks cheese omelets. But he can't fly," laughed Bug. Caramba didn't answer. What could he say? That he was afraid to fly? That flying made him dizzy? That he tried over and over again and failed every time? Now we're going to pass this.
Is that when the story ends? Couldn't fly? Well, what happens now? We find out, huh? All right, you cry, and I'll read. The cats flew away, giggling and weaving between the clouds. "Let's do something else," said Portia. "Let's go for a ride in the rowboat." "I don't want to do anything else," said Caramba. "I want to be alone." Caramba walked slowly down the pier. "What is wrong with me? Why am I different?" He wondered how it would feel to fly, to float like a cloud, to be light as a feather, to be free as a bird, to be like all the other cats. He probably felt wonderful. Look at poor Caramba. Poor Caramba. Oh, no. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, yeah, so sad.
All right.
Caramba. What's going to happen now to poor Caramba? Then, with a furry, whirring noise, Bijou landed on the pier. "I have an idea, Caramba," said Bijou. "We'll give you a flying lesson." "Oh, what if you dropped me?" said Caramba. "Oh, what if?" "Don't be such a scaredy cat," said Bug. "Cats are meant to fly." Bijou and Bug each grabbed one of Caramba's paws. Okay, what's going to happen now? They each grabbed. What's going to happen now? Oh, you know this story. He's going to fall in the water. So don't tell us what happens after that. Up they went. See them up there? How about that? Up they went. The wind whistled through their fur. Birds swooped beneath them. Caramba opened his eyes. He was amazed. He could see forever. He could see forests and rivers, red roofs on tiny houses, the patchwork squares of fields. It was stupendous. It was also scary. Now the ocean glistened, moving like a giant animal stretching out beneath them. See the ocean there? What do you think's going to happen now? You know what's going to happen, don't you? "Are you ready?" asked Bijou. Caramba's throat was dry. "No," he whispered. But they didn't hear him. They let him go. "Fly, Caramba!" cried Bijou. "Flap your arms, whirl your tail!" But Caramba fell like a stone into the dark water. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Look at that. He fell into the water. Didn't flap his arms at all. Now what's going to happen? I wonder what's going to happen now. Bubbles rose around him. Seaweed tickled his paws. Caramba opened his eyes. Schools of fish were staring at him. See him down there with all the fish? Underwater. What's going to happen now? Poor Caramba. Oh boy. Crabs scuttled over the white sand. Fish basked in the blue light. Caramba's fur waved softly in the water. He was floating. Caramba flapped his arms and glided through the water. Caramba whirled his tail and soared through the seaweed. He somersaulted and swooped. He was light as a feather, free as a bird. It was like flying. See? That looks like flying, doesn't it? That's Caramba in the water. Isn't that amazing? My, oh my, oh my. Up above, Portia, Bug, and Bijou were very, very worried. Caramba! They called Caramba! Suddenly, Caramba popped out of the water. I'm here, he cried. His cousin stared in amazement as he swam toward the rowboat. What are you doing? Cried Bijou. Cats can't swim, everybody knows that. Well, I can, said Caramba. How was it? Asked Portia. Wonderful, said Caramba, drying his ears. You should try it. I just might, said Portia. Who knows? Maybe pigs can swim too. And that's the end of the story. And a thank you for
Maintenant, j'invite à Caporal Porter de lire notre prochaine histoire, Lily et les poilus, par Caroline Merola.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux à la fin, gros poilu? Demande Lily.
Le saveur.
Lily ouvre la fenêtre. Ce n'est pas une, mais deux, puis trois, puis quatre bêtes vélues, cornues et griffues qui entrent dans sa chambre. Mais bon, elles n'ont pas l'air bien méchantes. On est venu faire la fête, dit gros poilu. Ces étranges créatures sont tellement drôles. En plus, elles ont apporté leurs instruments de musique. Tout le monde s'amuse. Le vacarme a réveillé Ernesto, le petit frère de Lily. Oh non. Moi, je veux faire la fête avec vous. Je vais aller chercher ma flûte. Ah non, le gros Lily. Toi, tu te retournes te coucher. Tu es trop petit. Et puis tu m'énerves. Tu te mêles toujours de mes affaires. Au bout d'un moment, les drôles de monstres sont fatigués. Fait le gros poilu en s'étirant. Il est tard et il faut rentrer. Non, non, supplie Lily. Ne partez pas, on s'amuse trop bien. C'est à cause de mon petit frère, n'est-ce pas? Je vais lui dire de s'en aller. Cette fois, il m'écoutera. Mais non, ça n'a rien à voir, répond la bête. On doit rentrer avant 9h, c'est tout. Allez, bonne nuit, on reviendra. Les monstres vélus ont déjà quitté la maison quand Ernesto s'aperçoit qu'ils ont oublié leur grand sac avec les instruments de musique. Donne, lui dit Lily, je vais leur apporter. Elle sort par la fenêtre et court derrière ses nouveaux amis. Hé, oh, attendez les poilus! Où aviez-vous donc la tête? Regardez ce que vous avez oublié. Lily convainc les poilus de poursuivre la fête dans la forêt. C'est quand même loin, la forêt, encore plus loin que le parc. Mais Lily se croit assez grande pour faire ce qui lui plaît. La forêt est très jolie et on peut faire tout le bruit qu'on veut. Il y en a plein d'autres amis très drôles, velus, cornus et griffus. Tout le monde s'amuse. Voici qu'arrive le petit frère du gros poilu. Moi aussi, je veux jouer avec vous. Je vais aller chercher mon piano. Ah non, le gronde son grand frère. Toi, tu te retournes te coucher, tu es trop petit. Et puis tu m'énerves, tu te mêles toujours de mes affaires. Cette fois, les poilus décident que la fête est vraiment terminée. Allez, bonne nuit, Lily. Lily se retrouve toute seule au milieu de la forêt. Ses nouveaux amis n'ont pas pensé qu'après avoir tant dansé, tant tourné, la pauvre ne saurait plus de quel côté elle doit aller. Heureusement, Ernesto est là, avec le petit poilu, et il se souvient très bien du chemin. Tout compte fait, ce n'est pas si loin. Le petit frère du gros poilu s'éloigne en les saluant de la main. De retour à la maison, Lily dit à son frère, finalement, c'est beaucoup plus amusant quand tu te mêles de mes affaires.
Story time will take place by our visitor. Les bénévoles du collège frontière.
Is this the officers? Is this the officers? Yes. Yeah. Mais il fait juste ça, puis après, il s'en va là-bas. Avant ça. Après ça, c'est fini. Ils s'en vont pour la garde. Changement de garde. Changement de garde. C'est ça.